is Saturday and it is 4 weeks, 1 day in my recovery. Wow, what have I got to say today? Well, I didn't sleep very well last night, which could be a drop in the hormones. Something's definitely going on because I woke up very emotional. I felt a bit puffy actually in my face, which could have been the lack of sleep. I woke up for the toilet and then all of a sudden everything was in my mind, the recovery, stuff that's happened in the past, and before I know it, it's 2-3 hours gone by and I've not slept, which is really shit. Anyway, so my day so far, I got up, I walked Marley, I've gone to yoga, I come back from yoga and I cried because my husband had decided to clean the house. And that was my thing. Can you believe it? I actually cried and had a go at him because I wanted to clean the house. Because in my brain, in my silly, stupid brain, I would normally do double yoga on Saturday, so back to back. And I didn't, because last Saturday I did it and actually I felt like it was a bit too much in this recovery process. So I decided today just to stick with one yoga. And that was already playing on my mind, as well as getting up, feeling fat, feeling puffy, and just being overall a bit emotional anyway. So to get home and to find out that he's done all the hoovering and mopping, which is my thing, because if you're anything like me, perfectionist, I need to make sure that everything is done properly, and cleaning is something that I'm very OCD with, and I like to make sure that it's done properly, and it's kind of like my extra calories, if you like. It's a really bad way of looking at it, Christ. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I was crying my eyes out an hour ago. So yeah, that's my day so far. Interestingly, this morning I was listening to a podcast, and actually I think everybody who's watching this, or some of you, might be able to relate to this. So I found it really enlightening because there was a study apparently of female athletes who were, doing the same sort of exercise daily. So, their energy expenditure was roughly the same. Their energy intake, so their calories, was almost identical, exactly the same. Different women, different bodies, etc., etc. But they were all eating a set amount of calories and doing a set amount of training. Those that had, so half the women had hypothalamic amenorrhea and half of them didn't develop HA. The ones that didn't, they seemed to eat, sort of in the morning, sorry, that was my phone, in the morning, and they didn't fast, they didn't have very long periods of time where they were in a calorie deficit, for example, whereas the other half of the group that did get HA in the female athletes, again, trained the same, ate the same, but they did develop it, not because they're overly sensitive to exercise or calories, but because most of them was not eating until, come lunchtime or late morning. Now, ask yourself and be completely honest. I can definitely say this, 100%. I used to wake up 5 a.m. I used to do my run. I used to get back. I used to nip to the shops, i.e. walk, which is 1.5 miles away. I used to come back. I used to clean my house from top to bottom. That's a good 45-50 minutes. Hoover, mop. I'm literally into all the crevices everywhere, sweating like a pig. And then I would feed my son, give him his breakfast, walk him to school, start work, and just constantly find excuses to not eat. And actually, I wasn't hungry. My hunger cues were completely off. I wasn't hungry whatsoever. Might get a bit dizzy-headed every now and again. So my body was trying to tell me I need some food. But my whole point to the story is I could sometimes go till 10 o'clock. That's 5 hours. 5 hours I've been awake. I've already fasted throughout the night because your breakfast should be your break fast, and it wasn't. 5 a.m, wake up. Sometimes I'd say 99% of my life I would wait until 10 o'clock. On the weekends, sometimes longer, sometimes 11, half 11, sometimes 12 o'clock before I've even eaten anything. Now that is a long calorie, you know, it is deficit, and it's fasting. Some say intermittent fasting, which is not a good thing for HAers, but you know, these female athletes, they were the ones that had hypothalamic amenorrhea. They were the ones that were eating later because, you know, during the day they had more hours of that day where they were fasting, so they would be sleeping and they wouldn't eat for a further 4 hours after waking, whereas the other ones, the ones that didn't get HA, were waking up and eating. So who can solemnly promise to themselves not to do this anymore? Because I, for one, will never wake up. Even this morning I woke up and before my walk I'm thinking, well, you know, it's 80 calories for that little tiny banana. Should I, shouldn't I? Bollocks to it. I opened it and I ate the frigging banana, because I'm not going to go for, you know, an hour's walk in heels in the woods empty stomach. Even if it's just a little tiny banana, it's something to break that fast, and it's giving your body some energy. It was really interesting because for years, and I mean years, I have run 8-10 miles, maybe more, on an empty stomach, come back and barely eaten a thing until 3-4 hours afterwards. And I would constantly do that, and sometimes I'd even find the excuse as to, right, let me throw myself into my work, let me throw myself into this, let me throw myself into the cleaning, let me sort JJ out, let me get him to school. I tell you what, I could even walk to the co-op after that, because then that would delay it another half an hour. It's ridiculous, the cycle, the mentality of it, but you know, it is a fact. And if you are doing this, if you can relate to any of this, if you can put your hand up and say, yes, definitely, I do that now. I fast cardio. I get up in the morning, I don't eat because I'm not hungry. It makes me feel sick, was my excuse that I used to use every time. Oh, it makes me feel sick, I don't like it. I'd go and do a spin class on an empty stomach, and this is when I gained the weight. I'm in a healthy way. Oh yeah, I can't spin on anything. Oh no, I'll be bending over, I'll be disgusted. Well, actually, thinking back, would it have killed me just to have a weeny bowl of porridge? I'm not going to count that as my breakfast. I want a big fat bowl of porridge when I come back, but could I have had that weeny bowl of porridge and just got myself some energy? Yes, I probably could have done. But I wouldn't have done, because I'm counting calories. My brain is overriding everything that it wants to do, because I'm in constant starvation mode and your brain isn't functioning properly. I feel better actually making this video. I was an emotional wreck about an hour ago. Seriously, should have done the video, but I didn't want to do that, and I looked absolutely dreadful. I'm going out today, so this is why my hair is finally straightened and not screwed up and looking crap. Probably is still looking crap, but you never mind. Yes, going out with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law today for an escape room and bowling day, so yeah, should be good fun. I was dreading it this morning. I'm so tired. In the back of my brain I'm thinking, am I doing too much? Why am I so tired? But then I realised I did have a crap night's sleep. I am an emotional wreck. And for those of you that have ever attempted this, I today took Clomid. And before we get into it, yes, I want this HA recovery to be completely natural, I do. But at the same time, you can see me, I am not skin and bones. I am a healthy fat percentage, a healthy BMI. I have for the past couple of years been slowly reducing my weight training, my cardio, doing less and less miles, sometimes because of injury, not so much choice, but it doesn't matter. I've still done it. I've still been eating quite a bit more than what I used to in my anorexic days, and I still have had no movement down there. So the fact that I've completely quit intense exercise, just walking and yoga, I don't know. I think after seeing that consultant the other day and him telling me that, you know, he doesn't think it's going to happen, and the only way to get me to have a period is to make me ovulate, I started doing a bit of research. I'm going to try this Clomid. I'm just going to give it one cycle and see what happens, you know, shit or bust, basically. Nothing happens. If I don't ovulate, then I'm still back to square one. Let's just hope I'm not an even more emotional wreck I only took this tablet about half an hour ago as well, so it's not the excuse as to why I was such a hormonal bitch this morning. That no one will know. And my poor husband, I love him so much. It hurts. And bless his heart, he cannot do a thing right today. I don't even want to be anywhere near him. If he lives and breathes the same air as me, I'm going to kill him. So, poor man. If he ever watches this, he'll probably have a chuckle to himself and think, oh, big, you know, at least you can admit it. Can't admit it to him, but I'll admit it to you. Guys, I hope you have a good day today. I hope you're not having an emotional, wobbly day. But if you are, maybe some of the stuff I've touched on today might resonate with you. You know, if you are a fasted cardio bunny because you're constantly trying to push back that time when you're going to start the eating binge, then maybe you should stop. And maybe you should try and fuel the workout prior, because it will likely help you get your period back. Okay. Bye.
I once felt I'm done with the defense, drove back